Hi, everyone. Whew. Welcome. Get this just a little bit up here because, as most of you know, I am definitely continuing to learn about doing videos, and I don't even have a light ring yet, but all of that will come in time. So thank you for joining me. I'm actually here to do the waning moon card pull. And I was going to wait until tomorrow, and I was looking at my ephemeris, which is a book that, and I don't even know how to say it correctly, but it is a book that astrologers use. It's been used forever, and it basically shows where the planets are, where they hit, what time. And they do this, I think it ranges 20 to 40 years. So anyway, I was just going to tell you, hey, the waning moon actually is happening this evening at around 10:30 for those of you on the Eastern Seaboard. Of course, if I'm incorrect, please let me know in the comments. But thanks again for joining me here. This is becoming something I'm really enjoying doing more. I'm able to, of course, share this on different platforms thanks to my wonderful partner, Derek R. Kearney. And he, of course, has a company called Social Art Guide, and he absolutely helps with all these types of things for people who are working on creating a small business. He knows the ins and outs of a lot of different platforms and can also assist in getting small business owners started, showing them how to get their website created and how to maneuver through that. So check him out. I need to, of course, be better at putting that information down below. But if you're interested, or if you're starting a small business and are needing some help, like myself, it's just me here. So he's a wonderful wealth of information. But anyway, so here we are at this waning moon. And one key word here for the energies coming through with this waning moon, as we know, when the moon starts to get smaller and smaller, we had that wonderful, beautiful worm full moon last Tuesday on the 7th. And boy, it was incredible. I was very lucky to actually be out in it. And I was visiting my mother and, of course, my boyfriend down in Florida last 2 weeks. And I was able to go to a drum circle Monday night and just see the moon in all of its beautiful splendor. And then my mom has a wonderful backyard where I could just sit out there and bathe in it. But anyway, so now the moon is starting to get smaller and smaller. We're coming up on the new moon, which is going to be happening next weekend. So one of the key words to take away for the time is acceptance. And that means going with the flow and accepting things as they happen. As much as we have been subconsciously conditioned, I guess, to control things, to put things in boxes, to have scheduled events, yes, I understand we still have to work with that construct, absolutely. However, being able to flow more and being able to accept things where they are, wherever you are, is a huge takeaway from this waning moon. We cannot anticipate every move and everything that goes. So when things don't go our way, and I am absolutely one of those people where I get miffed, I get upset, I get frustrated, and it's all because I want to control that. And when it doesn't go my way, or something comes up and it totally blows my plans out of the water, my first behavior is to get upset and frustrated. And I'm working on letting that go more and more every day. And it is something I'll be working on, I'm sure, the rest of my days here. But I am getting a little better. So the real takeaway is accepting where things are in the moment, being in the moment. So just remember that when something comes in this week and it didn't go as you had planned, and instead of getting upset or wanting to know why, maybe switch, shift your perception, as I mentioned before in my videos. Just shift your perception and say, okay, well, it didn't go as I planned. So let's see how I can handle this. Okay, so here we are, accepting where we are right now. If you want to join me, you can put your hands over your heart and take 3 deep breaths with me to ground us in together. Kind of just shake off the day. Bring us into this present moment together. Feels so good to just sigh it out. I learned that from my yoga teacher. Kind of vocally making us sigh really does help us release just the things that come to us through the day. I know a lot of us, I do hold my breath sometimes when I'm working, and at the end of the day, it's good to just literally take 3 breaths and just connect. So thank you. So the deck I'm using today is the Soul's Journey deck by James Van Praagh. It was my first ever Oracle deck that I bought. I just got it haphazardly and had no idea what it really was holding for me. I just saw Soul's Journey, and this was 5-6 years ago. And I'm like, I really do need some help with the Soul's Journey here. So little did I know that this is the journey it brought me to. So, all right. So we're doing a 4-card pull for this waning moon. And I got this spread from Colette Baron-Reid from her Goddess Power Oracle deck. A lot of different Oracle card creators, spiritual teachers have different card pulls that they come up with. And I just love hers. She has a wonderful one for the waning moon. So, okay. So let's just spread these out here. Thank our spirit guides, Creator, for being here with us and revealing to us what we need to know. This beautiful waning moon here in the middle of March, getting closer to that spring equinox. All right, so let's see what words we've got coming out here today. Seeing what our cards are showing us and helping us maneuver through this next week, right? Okay. So it's 1, 2, 3, and 4. Excellent. Hey, love this. And these cards are so great because they're straightforward and there really isn't too much to question. But so the first card is, what do I need to release at this time? What do I need to release? And this is not releasing. This is something that we need to have more of. So I feel it's releasing seriousness. So it's the humor card. And it says, I choose to focus on the lighter side of life. You can say that if you'd like. I choose to focus on the lighter side of light. I choose to focus on the lighter side of life. And that's what we need to release. We need to release being so serious all the time. And I know there's a lot going out there right now. I mean, a ton of things are being thrown at us from the society, and, trying to distract us from the things that we really need to do. And we get so wrapped up in those things and we have left ourselves behind. So, finding humor, going and finding, I don't know, someone that you like to follow who's a comedian that makes you laugh, or like I'm watching old episodes from a TV show I used to watch in the late 80s, and they're pretty funny. So That is what we need to work on, basically bringing in, as in releasing the seriousness of these times. We can get so bogged down with that. So find something that makes you laugh for a minute. Okay. So the second card is what will help me through this waning moon. And it is trust. It is trust your intuition. Know that things are working out for your highest good. I accept that my inner voice will always guide me correctly. I accept that my inner voice will always guide me correctly. I accept my inner voice will always guide me correctly. Now, I'm repeating it 3 times in the teachings and things I'm learning. When we say it 3 times, it really gets cemented in there because it seems to take us 1 time to really hear it, the second time to really take it in, and the third time to cement it in there. So trusting ourselves, that is a biggie. I'm still working on that. But that is what will help us. Trusting our intuition, trusting that little quiet inner voice that we hear. Don't give up. Keep moving forward, trusting that things are working out for your highest good. Okay. So the third card is what will help me accept and surrender at this time. And it's empathy. And what a beautiful way this card pull is coming or turning out is, I'm open to seeing both sides of a situation. I am open to seeing both sides of a situation. I am open to seeing both sides of the situation. This is what will help us accept and surrender what's going on right now with this waning moon, is having empathy. And that is definitely one that I know we're all trying to work on. And what the big lesson is that's been going on for the past 3 years is accepting all different sides of a situation, not trying to change someone, to force someone or control someone, but really being open to seeing the both sides of the situation. That's a difficult one. Putting ourselves in someone else's shoes. It's a good exercise, and this is actually assisting me in maneuvering through my day when somebody needs something or wants something, and I'm just like, what do you need that for? Well, I have no idea. I have no idea what situation they're in. So how can I change my perception and see it from all sides? Okay. So the final outcome of this waning moon is pride. Pride. And I'm pretty sure this was a daily card pull I pulled last week. Pretty sure. And it says, I love myself and I see myself in everyone. I love myself and I see myself in everyone. One last time. I love myself and I see myself in everyone. So this really does all kind of tie in with the acceptance that we're trying to do here. Remembering to see the lighter side of things, to not be so serious, to trust our intuition, to trust that inner voice, to take time right now to stop and sit in the quiet and ask that voice, what do I need to do next? And having empathy and seeing both sides of a situation. And then remembering that we are each other. I am you, you are me. I love myself and I see myself in everyone. We are mirrors of each other. So I hope this assists you in maneuvering through the next week. Just do your best to have fun, trust yourself, have empathy for others, and remember that we are all connected. So I will see you next week. And if there's anything that any comments or feedback, I welcome it. And I thank you so much for joining me. Enjoy the rest of your week. And remember, I am sending you so much peace, love, and soul.